If you're thinking about moving to the Tampa Bay area and you want to know which area gives you the best value for under $500,000, this video is for you. Because $500,000 in some cities buy you a closet. But here in the Tampa Bay area, that budget is going to hit very differently depending on your zip code and where you're standing in. We're talking actual square footage, real neighborhoods, new construction options, the HOAs you need to watch out for before you sign anything, who each area is actually best fit for, and I'm gonna share a local secret at the end that most people relocating here never even hear about. I'm also going to be breaking down a program that could hand qualified buyers up to $35,000 towards their purchase for free. So make sure you stick around. I came to Tampa Bay over a decade ago, and I remember thinking, this place is about to take off. The weather, the no state income tax, Tampa International Airport, which consistently ranks as one of the easiest airports in the country to fly in and out of. The waterfront, the food, the scene, the prices at the time. You can actually afford to live here like you made it. And I was right. Tampa Bay has completely transformed. And the good news, there are still real value here if you know where to look. Right now in 2026, the median home price in Hillsborough County, that's Tampa, is sitting around $405,000. In Pinellas County, in the St. Pete and Clearwater, it's closer to $425,000. And Pasco County, where Wesley Chapel sits in, starts around $345,000. So that $500,000 budget, that is a legitimately great budget in this market. So let's break down what that actually buys you. Before we dive in, drop it in a comment right now. Which city are you most curious about? Is it Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, or Wesley Chapels? Let me know because I'm curious and I read every single comment. Tampa consists of Midtown, Ybor City, West Shore Business District, Riverwalk, Seminole Heights. Tampa is the biggest, most layered market of the four. At $500,000, what you get depends entirely on which part of Tampa you're in. In established inner neighborhoods like Seminole Heights or Tampa Heights, which are genuinely hot right now, with younger buyers, you're looking at bungalows and craftsman style homes, typically 1,200 to 1,800 square feet, 2 to 3 bedroom. Need some updating? Many have been renovated. These are walkable, character-filled blocks that feels like a real neighborhood. Head towards West Chase or Carrollwood and your $500,000 get you more 3 to 4 bedrooms, 1,800 to 2,400 square feet, a pool in some case, good school zones, and newer builds from the 2000 to 2010. Now, here's what most people miss about Tampa. The West Shore District near Tampa International Airport is one of the most underrated investment corridors in the entire Bay Area. Its geographic center of the whole region, I-275, Down Mabry, Veterans Expressway, all converge here. And right now, there's something massive being planned. The Tampa Bay Rays are proposing a $2.3 billion ballpark right in the West Shore Hillsborough Community College District, anchored by a 130-acre mixed-use development with retail, restaurants, parks, and walkable public spaces. That kind of development transformed the entire future of a neighborhood. There's also Ybor City, Tampa historic Latin Quarter, still finding its identity, but genuinely up and coming, especially for investors eyeing short-term rental potential and the energy of an emergent entertainment district. And there's Midtown Tampa, a newer walkable mixed-use district that already has a Whole Food restaurant and a vibe that feels almost like Miami without the price tag. Tampa is best for someone who wants city energy, neighborhood character, and access to major employers. If you work downtown, near the airport, in healthcare at Tampa General or USF, or in finance, Tampa is your market. If you're an investor, the West Shore and Ybor corridors are where I'd be looking right now. Make sure you get in before that stadium announcement firms up. True new construction under $500,000 inside the city of Tampa is very limited. Most of what you'll find is infill townhomes or condos, not single family builds. For new construction houses in your budget, you'll want to look at the suburbs, which is exactly where we're going next. Many Tampa suburban communities have HOAs, but watch out for communities with both an HOA and a CDD fee. A CDD community development district is a special assessment tax that gets added to your property tax bill. It's not negotiable. I've seen CDDs run $1,500 to $3,000 per year on top of HOA fees. So make sure always ask before you fall in love. Do HOA and CDD fees turn you off? Let me know what you think. While they can feel restricted, they actually serve a purpose. HOAs help maintain community standards, things like lawn care, parking, overall appearance, which keeps the neighborhood looking good and helps support your home value over time. Because at the end of the day, you can control your home, but not your neighbors. Now, let's talk about St. Pete and what $500,000 really get you. St. Pete has a personality that's completely its own. Walkable downtown, one of the best art scenes in the Southeast. Central Ave, the Dali Museum, and the waterfront park, and a buyer base that includes young professionals, retirees, remote workers, and investors. At $500,000 in St. Pete, you're typically looking at a 1,400 to 2,000 square feet home in a mid-century or craftsman style home. 2 to 3 bedroom is common in desirable non-flood neighborhoods like Euclid, St. Paul's, or Kenwood. These homes are updated, charming, genuinely competitive. Now, I have to talk about Shore Acres because honestly, it's one of my favorite areas in St. Pete. And I have to be real with you about it because Shore Acre is a waterfront community right along Old Tampa Bay with boat dock homes, canal access, the kind of old Florida waterfront lifestyle that people move across the country to find. Homes here at $500,000 and under actually exist. You can get a 3-bedroom with a dock, but here is the honest truth. Shore Acres flooded during Hurricane Helene and Milton in 2024. Over 80% of the home in Shore Acres took on water. It was devastating, and I would be doing a disservice if I didn't say that directly. But here's what's also true. This neighborhood has seen flooding challenges going back decades, and it sits on 1 to 2 feet above sea level. This is not a new story, but what is new is the city response. St. Petersburg has approved a $33 million Shore Acre flood mitigation project, underground pump station, upside pipes, raised roadways, backflow preventers with construction expected to begin this summer, 2026. The city has poured over $7 million into broader infrastructure through their FAR resilience plan. Prices in Shore Acres have dipped, as for some owners have sold. For buyers willing to do the homework on flood insurance, elevation, and what's being rebuilt there is a real opportunity here. But go in with open eyes, understand your flood zone, get an elevation certificate, price your insurance before you make an offer. I love Shore Acres. I just want you to love it for the right reason, with the right information. St. Pete is best for a lifestyle buyer. If you want walkability, culture, arts, restaurants, and neighborhood identity, St. Pete delivers like nowhere else in the Bay Area. It's also excellent for short-term rental investors near downtown or the beaches. Much of St. Pete, its older single-family stock, has no HOA, which is a genuine freedom. Neighborhoods with HOAs are typically newer on the outskirts, downtown condos with association fees, and post-2024 legislation around condo reserve requirement is adding costs to some older buildings. So make sure you do your due diligence on any condo purchase. Real quick, if any of this is resonating with you, and if you've been thinking about making a move to Tampa Bay area and you want someone who actually lives here, know these streets, and is going to be honest with you all about it, I love to be your resource. All our contact information is in the description below. You may call, text, and email me and my team for a free consultation. Whatever works for you. We'll help you figure out which area actually fits your life, not just what sounds good on YouTube. And the best part is our buyers never had to pay us commission out of their own pocket because we get it from the seller and they cover our commission. So you have zero reasons not to reach out, like zero. All right, let's keep going. Clearwater is next, and there's something about this market that surprises almost every buyer I work with. Most people think beach town equals expensive, and yes, Clearwater Beach itself is premium, but Clearwater proper, the city itself, is one of the best value plays in all of Pinellas County. At $500,000, you can get a 3 to 4 bedroom home, 1,800 to 2,400 square feet, often with a pool in well-established neighborhoods. Some of these homes are from the 1970s and 80s and have been beautifully updated. Others need cosmetic work, and if you're willing to do updates, your equity play is real. Let me tell you two of my absolute favorite cities close to Clearwater, Safety Harbor and Dunedin. And honestly, they each have their own personality. Let's start with Safety Harbor. This place is just peaceful. Got the small town charm, but you're still about 20 minutes from everything. Tampa, the airport, Clearwater, you're right in the middle of all. But what really gets me is the beautiful waterfront views, the walking paths, the park. It's quiet, it's serene. It just feels good to be there. And the downtown, super charming, walkable, little cafes, local shops. It's not trying too hard, and that's exactly why people love it. Now, just north of that, you got Dunedin, and this one has a little more personality to it. Dunedin is one of the most walkable downtown in the entire Tampa Bay area, hands down. It's vibrant, a little artsy, very laid back, almost like a coastal village vibe. You got breweries, events, live music, people out walking, biking. It just feels alive. Both of these areas have their own charm. Safety Harbor is more calm and scenic. Dunedin is more lively and expressive, but either way, you're getting character, walkability, and a lifestyle that's hard to find anywhere else. Clearwater is excellent for families wanting space and good schools at a value. Strong for retirees or semi-retirees who want beach access without the beach price tag, and buyers who want equity potential from a cosmetic fixer-upper. This is where I be shopping. Many established Clearwater neighborhoods have no HOA or very minimum ones. Newer subdivisions may have HOAs in the $100 to $300 a month range. Condo buyers near the beach should investigate reserve requirements carefully. This is significant in Pinellas County right now. Now, we talked about historic scenic walkable towns, but what if you want something bigger, newer, and still part of the Tampa Bay area? That's where Wesley Chapels come in. First, Wesley Chapel is not Tampa, but right outside. Wesley Chapel is in Pasco County, north of Tampa. Wesley Chapel is one of the fastest growing communities in the entire state of Florida. Top rated schools, master plan communities that feel like a resort. The shops at Wiregrass, Tampa Premium Outlet, the Grove Entertainment Complex, all within minutes, and it's getting a brand new downtown master plan that would transform this area further. Median home price is around $420,000 right now, which means your $500,000 budget has a real breathing room. So what does $500,000 get you in Wesley Chapel? This is where your $500,000 goes the farthest for new construction. We're talking 4 bedrooms, 2,200 to 3,000 square feet, modern finishes, community pools, fitness centers, and playgrounds all brand new. Communities like Chapel Crossing start from the high 400. Epperson has the first crystal lagoon in the United States. It is a 7.5 acre pool with white sand beaches you basically get to live next to. Watergrass have over 250 acres of conservation land. Builders like D.R. Horton, M.I. Homes, Taylor Morrison, Pulte, and Lennar are all active here. In 2026, many are offering mortgage rate buy downs and closing cost incentives that can significantly lower your monthly payment. If you have kids, Wesley Chapel is worth a serious look because they have strong school systems, family-focused communities, new construction at a price point that simply not available inside Tampa city limits. It also have commutes to Tampa, I-75 to downtown is typically 35 to 45 minutes, but if you are remote or flexible, this is your best dollar per square foot play in their entire region. HOA warning for Wesley Chapel, this is important. Master plan communities in Wesley Chapels almost universally have HOAs, and many also have CDDs. So before you fall in love with the community, make sure you get the full cost breakdown. HOA monthly fee plus CDD annual assessment. The total picture can meaningfully affect your monthly budget. So now you got the full picture on all 4 areas: Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Wesley Chapels. Different lifestyles, different square footage, very different vibes. Okay, here's a little secret most buyers or even their agents don't even know. The Florida Hometown Heroes housing program can literally put up $35,000 towards your down payment with 0 interest, no monthly payment. You only pay it back when you sell, refinance, or move out. And in some cases, you don't have to pay it back. But shh. So who qualifies? If you're a teacher, a nurse, firefighter, law enforcement, military, and now hundreds of full-time Florida jobs with a household income up to $156,000 in Tampa Bay. Veterans don't even have to be first-time buyers. Critical note, funding is limited and it runs first come, first serve. I've seen buyers lose out because they waited. If you think you might qualify, get pre-approved with a participating lender as soon as possible. And here's the part most people actually miss. Our buyers never pay a dime for our commission because the seller covers it. So you get all the local expertise and guidance at no cost to you. So you can work with me and my team, get the local expertise, get plugged into this program, and it costs you nothing. That's not marketing. That's just how real estate works in Florida. Okay, since you stick with me this far, this is what I promise. Everyone who moves to Tampa Bay looks at the usual neighborhoods like Hyde Park, South Tampa, downtown St. Pete, Wesley Chapels. All those are great, but the buyers who are going to win over the next 5 to 10 years are looking at what I call the development corridors, the area adjacent to where the big money is going. The Ray Stadium proposal, $2.3 billion, 130-acre mixed-use development is not just a stadium, it is a transformation of the entire corridor. The neighborhoods closest to the project are going to look very different in 5 years. The investors who get in before the construction cranes show up will have made the smart move. Corridor 2, Shore Acres, St. Pete. Yes, everything I told you about the flooding, but here's the other side. Prices are suppressed right now because of the storm. The city is actively spending $33 million to fix the drainage infrastructure, with construction starting this summer in 2026. Now, once the project completes and the narrative shifts from this neighborhood flooded to this neighborhood invested $33 million in flood resilience, prices will reflect, and the waterfront lifestyle, the boat docks, the canals, those don't change. The opportunity window is right now. Corridor 3, Ybor City, Tampa. Gritty, historic, and changing fast. The proximity to downtown Tampa and the land value, I have clients buy there who looks like geniuses today. The secret isn't neighborhood. The secret is to buy before everyone else figure out what the locals already know. So which area wins for $500,000? Honestly, it depends on your lifestyle. Let me know what you think in a comment below. Before I let you go, I want to share something real. Last year, my team and I helped a family who moved from Chicago with a budget of $480,000. We found them a 4-bedroom in Wesley Chapels with all new appliances, a community pool, and even a $12,000 buyer credit towards closing. The kids love the lagoon. They could swim, play, and hang out with their friends safely right in their own neighborhood. The parents got resort-style living, a master plan, family-friendly community, and everything they needed without leaving Wesley Chapels. But that's not what it's all about. My team and I from MS Selection Group help buyers from out of state or locals find neighborhoods you wouldn't discover on Zillow. Here's the part most people miss. You don't pay us, the seller covers our commission. So whether your budget is $300,000 or $900,000, our job is simple. get you into the right home, that's it. And if you're serious about moving to the Tampa Bay area or just thinking about moving in 7 days or 7 months, call us for a free consultation. All our contact information is in the description below. You may call, text, or email me and my team, whatever works best, and we will help you figure out which area truly fits your lifestyle so you can get it right the first time. If this video helped, hit that like button. It really helps us reach more people trying to make this move. And subscribe for our honest local Tampa Bay content and drop a comment. Let me know which city feels like the right fit. I read every single one. I'm Minh with MM Selection Group, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.